Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Avengers Undercover issue 1. Before we start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a lot of updates actually. First update is that I will not have comic book reviews next week on this channel. I'm taking a weekend hiatus, Wednesday through Sunday, so I will not have comic book reviews and probably not our review either. But I will have Comic Uno episode on Comic Frontline around Sunday night, Monday, so be sure to check that out. Also, I'll be tweeting my thoughts on different issues on my Twitter during the weekend, so you can check that out. So follow my Twitter and subscribe to Comic Frontline so you can check that all out. Also, I have Comic Uno episode 39 for this week, and that's on Comic Frontline, and that's exclusive. That is the show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show, and here are those exclusive comics. We got Invincible, issue 109. Powerpuff Girls, issue 7, which also has a Kitty Corner review on Comic Frontline. Hawkeye, issue 17. Smallville Alien, issue 4. Black Widow, issue 4. The Superior Foes of Spider-Man, issue 9. Nightwing, issue 29. And Trish Out of Water, issue 5. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 39. Also, I have one last update, which is Media Madness. We're going to have it this Friday, a special episode for the Veronica Mars movie coming out tomorrow. So me, Jay, and Brant are going to be commentating that whole movie. So be sure to check that out. Watch the movie with us if you're a backer, if you're able to watch the movie. So be sure to check out that show. That should be 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And also, I'll probably have a review for this channel. I don't know exactly when, but I should have a review sometime this weekend for the Veronica Mars movie. But be sure to check out that commentary, because that's going to be us actually watching it for the first time live. So definitely check that out. Let's talk about Avengers Undercover issue 1. I didn't really know what to think about this, because this is something I really got on whim, this series, because I didn't really love Avengers Arena, at least the first issue. That's the only one I read, but I heard a lot of great things about Avengers Arena, so I'm like, you know what, let me pick up technically the second volume of Avengers Arena, which is really what this is. So I think the cover is a little bit too dark. I'm not loving the cover. It's a little bit too green for me. It's a little weird, so I'm not loving the cover, but let's see if I like the story. Which hero becomes a villain? We'll have to see, which doesn't really makes sense in this issue either, because no one really becomes a villain in this issue. But let's see what happens with the story. Alright, so in this issue we get to see the aftermath of some of the characters from the Avengers Arena. So to be exact, the characters our main characters for this series are going to be Bloodstone, Anachronism, Cammy, Deathlocket, Nico, Chase, and Hazmat. So those are our main characters for the series. And what the series starts out to be is seeing these characters after Avengers Arena, not just the torture and the trauma after Avengers Arena, but everyone knowing about it and think it's more of a reality show than anything. People are rooting for Hazmat, people hate Hazmat, or people love Chase. So yeah, a lot of things like that are going on throughout the whole issue. We get to see Chase is loving the fame. Hazmat's very angry that, people are talking about this like really it's a reality show when they were actually tortured. We really see the aftermath of all these characters. Deathlock, Nico, we even see a little panel with the Runaways, which I really liked. But the main thing is that one of the characters, he goes crazy. He wants to kill the arcade. And he goes into this island and hasn't come back for like 3 weeks. So now these villains are, I guess captured him or whatever, and now the rest of the team from Avengers Arena are going to try to save him. And that's what happens with the whole issue. I actually really love this issue. I really, really like the story. I feel like we really have, we've done the reality show thing before with Marvel. Civil War is the example. That's how it started. But I feel like this was really, it felt like Hunger Games in a way, because yeah, it felt like Hunger Games aspect, obviously with Avengers Arena, but then it felt like Catching Fire in a way, because we concentrate more on the media aspect. Like after all this trauma, we get to see how people react, especially in the capital with the Hunger Games, to this fame aspect of it, even though these people have been tortured. And I think we learned a lot about these characters, even if you didn't read Avengers Arena. Now, I think on my side of things, I know some of these characters from before Avengers Arena. Like, I'm a big Runaways fan. I read a little bit of Avengers Academy, didn't really like it. So I know about half of these characters, and then the other half, I don't really know who they are. But I felt like I knew who they were, because they were really well planted here in this first issue. So I really liked it. My only complaint really has to be maybe that ending. I didn't so much like the ending. I don't know if I'm going to like the directions going in. And also the art's a little bit on the cartoony side, and I don't know if it really fits for this series. So a little bit on the puffy, cartoony side. Other than that, I have to give this a 4.5 just because it surprised me so much. Even though there's a little negative stuff about it. Again, a little bit of the cartoony art, the ending not so much loving, but I really like this issue as a whole. I think you guys should give this a try. Even if you didn't read Avengers Arena, maybe most of you don't even know this is a follow-up after Avengers Arena, but it is, and I still recommend it. I actually really like this and hope it goes really on this path because I really like the characters here. Hopefully we'll see the rest of the Runaways because they made a Molly reference, and then we saw Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds also. We also saw Victor, so it's nice to see them again. Hopefully we'll see them as Avengers Undercover goes on, but I think it's going to concentrate more on those Avengers Arena cast. Even though we don't get to see all of them. But yeah, I really did like this issue a lot, and I'm going to give it a 4.5. I really recommend this issue, and it surprised me, and that's why I really gave it a higher grade, because it really surprised me, this one. So I'm looking forward to see where this series goes. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their Ed Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.